Welcome back. Now, she's just 5'5" and wears a size 24. Hardly the stuff of modelling superstardom, you'd think. But you'd be wrong. Tess Holiday has just signed up to a top modelling agency and is a champion of the body positive movement. We'll be talking to her in a moment, but first, Simeon Brown has this.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass.
Boom. Everybody knows that if you want a modelling contract, you need to be tall, thin, and most likely teenage. But at 29 years old, 5'4", tattooed, and a UK dress size of 24, this is America's next top model. Tess Holiday is said to be the largest model to sign with a high-end mainstream agency, and is part of a wave of plus-size models bringing a change to our standards of beauty.
These are some of our gorgeous girls, and yeah, they range from size 12 to now 24, seeing we have Tess Holiday.
So of all the unconventional models, why did this agency sign Tess?
I just fell in love with her face. She has such a beautiful face, and I had no idea that she was kind of 5'5". I had no idea she was a size 24. We chatted on the phone. She has lots of tattoos. You know, normally these things, you know, models are normally 5'8" and above, but I just fell in love with her.
But this love story is also one on the increasing power of social media.
Through social media, I've been able to know who she was. If I wasn't scrolling through Instagram that night, I would never have known who Tess Holiday was.
What's happening on Instagram is more than just modelling. It's a movement of plus-size women spreading a positive message about their bodies. And these are some of their leaders. Gabby Fresh has 173,000 followers. Nadia, 198,000 followers. And Tess has had hundreds of thousands of women posting pictures of their bodies under the controversial hashtag #FYourBeautyStandards. But are they having any impact on what the public thinks and how they shop?
I love it. I think why not? Like, okay, she's bigger, but she will appeal to other people as well that are also bigger.
So this woman is right now the most talked about model in the world today. Does that surprise you?
No, of course not.
Why not?
This is going to be an issue because people are going to go, well, she's too fat. But frankly, she's not. I mean, the thing is...
She's got amazing hair.
I mean, someone isn't going to buy these clothes if they're not that size. But so many people are that size that they need people selling those clothes. And she looks great.
So far, so good. The message of these women seems to be spreading. But is Tess's new high-profile position a passing fad or the sign of a more profound change in social attitudes?
And Tess Holiday joins us live now from New York. Tess, thanks very much for joining us. I mean, in a way, the very fact we're talking to you, the fact everybody is talking about you, is evidence of how far we've still got to go in terms of changing people's perceptions, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. I think this should have happened a long time ago.
As I say, though, the fact that people are talking about it, you're the next big thing, if I can say that, you know, it suggests that this could be a gimmick. You know, we've talked about this for a very long time over here, and we've seen bigger models hit the headlines and then they disappear, or some of them slim down in the end. I mean, are you worried that this is a sort of gimmick in a way, that you're being used just to create a moment, as it were?
I've been around for a long time. Just because the major media is kind of finding out about me now. I've been a professional model for 5 years. I've worked at David LaChapelle, Benefit Cosmetics. I've worked with Yours Clothing, who's a huge brand in the UK, even before I was signed with Milk. So no, I mean, if it's a gimmick, I'm not aware of it. But I've worked for quite a few years before this, and I'm definitely not going anywhere after all this.
You know, where do you think this has come from, in a way? I mean, we heard in the piece there that social media has played a really big part in your success. Is that right?
100%. I mean, I being my height and my size, and like they mentioned, heavily tattooed, I didn't have the opportunity to go into agents, into castings like most models smaller than me did. So the way that I built jobs and relationships was through social media. It was really all, yes, I wanted to be a model, but I really had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea that social media would change my life the way that it has.
In a sense, though, where does this go? Because over here, Alexandra Schulman, she's the hugely influential editor of Vogue here. You know, she said in the past she's bored about the argument about models being too thin, that basically magazines like Vogue are about dreams, that actually we as women don't want to see visions of ourselves on the front of Vogue. We want to see somebody who is perfect, who is really, you know, out of the ordinary.
I've actually heard the opposite. I mean, I hear a lot of women, I mean, thousands and thousands of women from all around the world saying that they want to see women that represent them, that look like them. I mean, not only when they're buying clothes, but in magazines. We have so many images that are really, you know, misconstrued, and it's hard. Women can't fit into the idea or the box that society puts on us of perfection. It's, you know, it's not good for anybody, I believe.
And yet some of your harshest critics on social media have been other women. I mean, why do you think that is?
Women love to just bicker with each other. What can I say? You know, I mean, there's a lot of reasons, you know, why people say things, but I like to focus on the change and all of the good that I'm doing. I'm definitely doing a lot more positive than the few people that are, like you said, possibly harsh. I mean, yeah.
Tess, I'm really sorry. We're going to have to end it there. Tess Holiday, thank you very much for joining us.
No worries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
John.
Thank you.
Lemon meringue pie for me tonight. We're back tomorrow at 7, but until then, that's Channel 4 News.
Good evening.
Good evening.